My name is Lauren Preston, and the theory that I chose to study on is face negotiation theory. It's basically managing conflict and communication. So about this theory, the author's name is Stella Ting Toomey. She developed the theory in 1985. And she received her PhD. She's a professor of human communication studies at California State University. She developed the theory to better understand how people from different cultures manage disagreements. Her research shows great interest in fine-tuning and testing the impact of ethnic and situational factors on conflict styles. So the approach to this theory is empirical and scientific because researchers compiled large amounts of data to predict how people lose face, save face, maintain face, and restore face. So a lot of this theory, a lot of talk about this theory is based on face. And so what is face? Face is a metaphor for our public self-image. So how people view ourselves, how we hold ourselves, and face negotiation theory helps to explain cultural differences in response to conflict. A basic assumption is that all people negotiate face. And the face work refers to specific verbal and nonverbal messages that help to maintain and restore face loss and to uphold and honor face again. So in this theory, she also has different conflict styles that she talks about and found in her researching. So a lot of these conflict styles are avoiding, obliging, compromising, integrating, and dominating. And then I just included the definitions for each of those there. So next, evaluating the theory using 7 theory criteria. The 2 that I chose to focus on are right here. Heroism and logic consistency. So first, this top one refers to the amount of research and thinking stimulated by the theory. So a lot of her research was put into this theory. And a lot of researchers compiled large amounts of data to predict how people lose face, save face, maintain, and restore face. And then the logic consistency refers to the internal logic and the theoretical statements. So all the claims of this study related to face match its assumptions. So where is face negotiation theory today? What does it look like today? Where is it at? So the theory today talks about an individualistic culture and collectivistic culture. Individualism is a culture value that places emphasis on the individual over the group. And the US is an example of this, whereas China is an example of collectivism. And that's a cultural value that places emphasis on the group over the individual. So I listed over here, you've got individualism, collectivism, and I kind of just compared and contrast the two. So with this one over here, it looks out for family and self, maintain self-image, independent, protecting own face, your own self. Whereas collectivism is you identify with larger groups, you're responsible for caring for group, showing loyalty, protecting face of another, and it's interdependent. They depend on each other in the group, have each other's backs, and just focus on other people in the group rather than themselves and being independent. So how can this theory be improved? This theory has a lot of strengths. I found that from researching, doing a lot of reading in the book, as it talks a lot about face, save face, lose face, give face. These 3 over here that I listed. I think that a way this theory can be improved is just showing more examples of these faces or adding more face examples or names to this list. And just building on that, doing a little more research into it, just to help others in different cultures as they face conflict. And then in conclusion, just to wrap it all up, the theory illustrates whose face we want to try and save in the midst of conflict. So we all in general, just aim to preserve our face. Whether that is our own or another person's, in different cultures, most people strive to save face and self-image for their own dignity and for the dignity of their culture. This theory overall helps to restore conflict, whoever you are, whatever setting you are in. And then just to end in conclusion, a quote from the textbook by Stella Ting Toomey. She said, "The manner in which individuals conceive of their self-images should have a profound influence on how they construct meanings, interpret speech codes, form relationships, and infer underlying speech rules and premises from their unique identity lens." So I found that very interesting. And just to wrap it all together, just wanted to throw that in there. So I overall learned a whole lot about this theory. It was very informative for myself and learning about different cultures and managing conflict.